Are you making YouTube Shorts but feel like you're just shouting into the void? You're definitely not alone. In this explainer, we're going to break down the exact upload process that top creators are using right now to unlock some serious growth. And the best part? This isn't about changing your content. It's all about changing your strategy.
It is the most frustrating feeling, isn't it? You pour hours into a short, you hit upload, and nothing. You're stuck in what people call the zero-view jail, and it's so easy to think the algorithm just hates you. But what if I told you the real reason is probably hiding in plain sight, in a place you completely overlooked?
Okay, now this is going to sound a little crazy, but stick with me. The quality of your video, your amazing editing, that killer idea, that might not actually be what's holding you back. It's a weird thought, I know, but just understanding this is the first real step to breaking through that wall.
That's right. The problem so often is hidden in the simple, almost boring technical steps you take right before you hit publish. A few wrong clicks, a couple of missed settings, and you could be torpedoing your short's potential before it even gets a fighting chance.
And listen, we're not talking about a small difference here. We are going to show you one single mobile-only setting that almost nobody is talking about. A setting that has literally generated over 1 million extra views for top creators. You're going to want to stick around for this one, trust me.
All right, so before we get to all the cool new strategies, we've got to do some spring cleaning. We have to clear out all the bad advice you've probably heard. In this first section, we are going to bust some of the biggest myths about uploading shorts.
First things first, stop uploading from your computer. I know, it's convenient, but you are leaving a massive advantage on the table. The YouTube mobile app has these critical features you just can't get on a desktop. And like we're about to see, these features are the absolute key to unlocking whole new sources of views.
Okay, let's tackle the big one, hashtags. We've all been told, stuff your description with hashtags. But in the crazy world of shorts, does that strategy actually do anything, or are we all just wasting our time?
So here's the honest answer. They're pretty much useless for getting views. And here's why. The algorithm pushes your video into the shorts feed based on watch time and engagement, not because somebody searched for #funnycat. Yeah, a few relevant tags might help YouTube categorize your video, but they are not the magic bullet for views everyone thinks they are. In fact, going overboard can actively hurt you. And this isn't my opinion. This is a direct warning from YouTube itself. If you spam your video with dozens of tags, the system can actually flag it and just kill its reach completely. So the big takeaway here, keep it simple, or honestly, just skip them altogether.
Okay, myths are busted. Now let's focus on two things you have complete control over that can actively engineer a better performance for your videos: your title and your timing.
Think of your title less like a label and more like a hook. Take this example. What Ronaldinho said at the end is wild. See, that doesn't just describe the video, it makes a promise. It gets the viewer invested. Now they have to watch all the way to the end to get that payoff. And that, my friends, is how you boost your watch time.
So how do you actually do it? Well, you create a curiosity gap, just like in that example. Or you can use a little reverse psychology. You've definitely seen titles like "Don't click the sound," and what's the first thing you do? You click it. Every single one of those interactions, a like, a comment, a click, is a signal to YouTube that says, hey, people like this, push it to more people.
All right, let's talk about timing. Now, this isn't a guessing game. This is about using data. Your audience peak time is basically that golden window when most of your subscribers are already on YouTube scrolling away. Posting then gives your short the best possible launchpad for success.
So here's the exact play-by-play. First, you dive into your analytics, find that peak time. Then, you schedule your short to go live 1 hour before that peak, just to give it a little time to warm up and build momentum. And this is crucial. Always use unlisted, not private. Why? Because an unlisted video can still be scanned by YouTube for stuff like copyright, which means you get a super smooth launch when you finally hit publish. Okay, this is it. This is the moment we've been building towards. Remember that one little setting I said could add millions of extra views? Well, let's break down the secret weapon that separates the good shorts from the truly viral ones. So to get why this is such a game changer, you have to know where your views even come from. You see, most creators live and die by the shorts feed. But see that purple slice on the chart? That represents a massive, totally untapped source of traffic called Browse Features. That's the YouTube homepage. Imagine your little short showing up right there next to the biggest videos on the platform. And that's the secret. It's that simple, adding a custom thumbnail. You probably thought thumbnails were just for long-form videos, right? Wrong. Adding one to your short is the key that unlocks the door to Browse Features and puts your video in front of millions of new eyeballs on their homepage.
I mean, just look at the difference here. Without a thumbnail, you get a big spike from the Shorts feed and then it's over. But with a custom thumbnail, you get that same spike plus a steady, massive stream of views from Browse. You are literally doubling your potential audience.
So how do you pull this off? It's actually super simple. First, you design a really compelling, clickable thumbnail image. Then you just insert that image as a single frame somewhere in your video file. And this is why we upload from our phone. When you upload on mobile, you get this option to scrub through your video and pick one frame to be the thumbnail. You just find your custom frame, select it, and you're golden.
Now, this strategy does way more than just get you views today. It totally changes the entire lifespan of your video. In this last section, we're going to see how this one little trick can turn your Shorts from a temporary hit into a long-term, money-making asset.
This slide perfectly shows the two different paths a short can take. Without a thumbnail, it's a firework, a huge, bright flash from the feed, and then it's gone. Poof. But with the thumbnail, it becomes an evergreen asset. It just keeps getting views from Browse day after day for months, sometimes even years, turning into this reliable source of passive income.
So let's put it all together. Here is your brand new upload success checklist. Number 1, always upload from your phone. 2, write titles that create curiosity. 3, post 1 hour before your audience peak time. 4, embed and select a custom thumbnail. And a little bonus tip, link to a related long-form video in your description to drive even more traffic.
Okay, but we have to have a moment of real talk here. Strategy is only half the battle. If you do all this and you're still not seeing results, you have to take a hard look at your content. 0 views? That could mean your account is being flagged as spam. A few hundred or 1,000 views? That usually means your content just isn't engaging enough to keep people watching. And if you keep hitting a wall around 30,000 views, your videos are good, but they're not outstanding.
So, here's the bottom line. We've just given you the perfect strategy, the blueprint, to get your videos seen by the right people at the right time. Your upload process is now fully optimized for success. The only question left is, what are you going to do with it? Is the content you're putting out there truly outstanding? Because now, there's nothing else holding you back.